We return again to a familiar introductory scene of the gang in the cart. And you've been traveling for a couple days now. And thankfully it's kind of cleared up from the blighted ground from earlier to a more normal scene. Dirt roads, forests, birds chirping, that sort of thing. As you make your way, and you can clearly see that you're headed towards the capital city of Aileron. Which is named after the kingdom of Aileron. You very easily make your way inside. You know, there's a large line of people trying to get into the city, but it's business as usual, so they quickly are able to cycle through people, and your cart walks up, or cart strolls up, I don't really know, and they let you in no problem. And just to kind of, set this up for you guys, I can give you a description of the city if you're interested.
Go for it.
The marble and stone city of Aileron is a glorious symbol of the prosperity of the continent, a true melting pot of races. Each day, the march of eager steps drums the streets, creating an urban rhythm unmatched by capitals around the country. The cheerful cries of merchants and salesmen ring in the ear as one walks down Arles Avenue. The soft hum of serenity of the common section, children laughing and playing outside in front of homes that have stood since the city's founding. Their gray stone walls holding ancient stories that are told in sacred homes or on hearts that burn for generations. The kind and selfless magistrates patrol the streets, aiding in the occasional neighborhood quarrel between Danant and Jothar and Dame and Male. At night, the streets sleep soundly as the citizens, friend and coworker, tell stories and tall tale to pass the night away and keep every day merry. Aileron is a place that someone could easily and happily call home. From where you are right now, it is currently nighttime, so you aren't necessarily able to really go anywhere. But the familiar signs and lights of an inn nearby catch your eye as the cart seemingly drops you guys off and then wanders on its own as it likes to do.
I'm going to assume if I rolled a perception check, even if I nat 20'd, there'd probably be nothing around. But you know what? If there's nothing around, I'll cut it. So I want to roll a perception check if that's all right. Just to look around the surroundings around just the inn. Like if maybe there's something in the distance in the skyline that catches my eye or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Roll that perception check.
A 15.
Okay. So it's not so dark out. They definitely keep the streets more illuminated, and you can see the occasional patrolman walking by, not necessarily in a menacing way, but sort of just kind of, keeping things safe. One of them actually stops and, makes sure that you guys know where you're going, and quickly just suggests that the nearby inn is open if you guys are travelers. If not, they can always escort you back to the commoner section to, back to your home if you feel uncomfortable. They like to offer that service to all citizens. But the thing that really kind of captures your eye here is that the stars themselves seem to kind of shine very brightly in this area. The skies are clear. There's not a cloud among them. And the only thing that really seems to break the skyline is the large spire of Aileron, which stands towards the middle of the castle, off in the distance.
Okay. What is this spire like? Is it like, are we thinking Washington Monument? Or are we talking like some high fantasy, like beautiful sculpted marble twisting spiral?
More towards the latter. Aileron spire is a golden capped tower that actually does someone want to roll history for me really?
I believe that's Jimothy's specialty.
I got a 17 in history, so.
Okay, so even from your monastery, Paelius, you are aware that Aileron Spire is a very, very important holy site to people of this country. It's said to be the resting place of one of the country's greatest knights, and a very significant holy object, although the name is kind of old and really doesn't really matter. It's more just the fact of what it stands for is it is essentially the foundation of the kingdom itself, rising up against the sky, like Odious did to his father in Legends of Old.
Wait, who's Odious?
Do you want to roll a religion check?
Sure, yeah.
Roll a religion check.
2. Oh, wait. Oh, actually, yeah. No, I actually have -1, so 1.
Oh. Huh.
You're a real good cleric.
I know my religion.
Odious, I can't even spell that name.
Do we want to head on in to the inn then? after taking in the city sights?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, we do that.
So you walk up to the local inn, to the hustle and bustle of an average evening. You hear people laughing, the clinking of glasses and, the general chatter of people. You see off in the corner, some people are playing a dice game of some sort. Some people are playing card games. And on the bar, like at the bar, you see a bald man wearing an orange monk gi.
So I vote that we ignore the obvious quest hook and go gamble with those guys doing the dice game.
Actually, Chris and Stewart totally can do that if they want to. Paelius, however, cannot.
Why?
Because you see this dude and you know this dude.
Oh, I know him.
And he turns up and looks at you, and like the glint in his eyes definitely says that he knows you too. This is actually your old friend Peric from the monastery.
Peric!
And he waves you over and he's like, Paelius! And he gets up and he walks over to you and he offers you an embrace like a brother would.
Oh, I want to give him the barest of hugs.
Roll for bear hug.
Oh, yes.
It's advantage, obviously.
16 plus what? Strength?
Yes.
17?
All right, it's a pretty nice bear hug.
Wait, I want to see if I can get an even better bear hug. You gave me advantage and I'm using it. Oh my god, 17 plus 1, 18. I got a better bear hug.
It's a pretty... Okay, so like if he was like a baby cub, he'd feel very safe in your arms.
And if he was a small animal, he'd be dead.
That's true. I feel safe just thinking about it. But yeah, so he hugs, he's like, one of your classic famous bear hugs. I give, and he taps you on the shoulder. And he says, what are you doing in Aileron?
That's a pretty good question. I was just riding along in some magic carriage and it dropped me off here and wandered off to do its own thing. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing here either.
Paelius, you are always the spinner of funny tales. It is wonderful to see you again. I'm just here on, the pilgrimage. I have to come here every once in a while and talk to them about what we're doing up at the monastery, the usual bureaucratic stuff that always bored us. Remember that time we stole wine?
Oh, do I ever? Tell me about it.
No, you tell me.
Oh, we broke into that place, took some wine and drank it, You.
And I fell on my ass. You can say it. I don't mind. So how have you been? Like, has the master been asking about me? Tell him that I kid you not. I have been doing every single day a new paperwork form. It is bananas.
So you probably don't have to do that paperwork anymore. I guess you haven't heard.
Heard what?
They're all gone. Everyone. The whole order. Everyone. It's.
What do you mean? Everyone's gone. Gone where?
They're dead. The village it was raised. I was.
And he looks at you and he kind of laughs in that kind of hesitant sort of, he assumes for a moment that you're joking, and it's clear from the look on your face that he knows that that's not the case. You see him clench his fist, not in anger, but in sort of despair, as he kind of slumps down into himself, and he just can't find words, it seems. As he looks at you, and almost like he's waiting for some sort of guidance or something.
Okay, so I'm gonna buy him a drink, however much that is. Like, I'm gonna get the bartender to buy him a drink and then just sit down with him.
So you're gonna kind of explain to him what happened, where you've been since then, how you've kind of dealt with this yourself.
Just kind of get him up to speed.
And also rebond with, Peric was, you guys weren't like super close. Like, I'm not going to assume that you guys were super close, but he knew you and you did train together. So you have known each other for a long time,
Yeah.
Possibly since you were kids.
He's the only other surviving member of that order, as far as I know.
He may very well be. I think that having you there is definitely a comforting voice for him. I think that he's very thankful to have you be able to kind of deliver the news.
Yeah.
He's rather you than a magistrate. what are Orgoloth and Jimothy doing?
So what do we see? What's in here?
The tavern is full with, as I said earlier, the hustle and bustle of many different people from many different walks of life. You see large, burly men who maybe one of them looks to be a lumberjack of sorts. You see a group of people playing a dice game of some kind. You see some people having a drink together and having a laugh. And off in the corner, you can see a band of violinists playing like an uppy sort of country jig. Clearly, they're traveling foreigner musicians based on the style of music that they're playing, but people seem to really enjoy, that fresh take of live music every night. And it's pretty apparent that this might be a general thing. So bands will come into town, play, get paid, and then be on their way.
Huh. Sounds like a good gig. I want to maybe just to start some shit. I want to go up to the lumberjack looking dude, and not in an aggressive way. Just be like, "Oh, you look like a strong man. How about we have a classic test of strength? Loser buys the winner a drink." I just want to arm wrestle him.
So you walk up to this large burly man as he's like, "Bartender, come on, give me another drink. Don't hog out on me. Come on, Davos can take it. Come on." As he feels, I'm guessing you tapped him.
Yeah, just gently, gingerly.
He feels your tap, and he kind of turns. He's like, "Oh, hello there, friend. Come sit, join me for a drink."
Okay, I'm gonna take back what I said about wanting to arm wrestle him if he's just gonna buy me one. Yeah, let's do it. What's your name? What's your story?
Davos. I'm a lumberjack. Come, bartender. The strong stuff, he says with a snap as the bartender kind of sighs, seemingly having to deal with Davos's sort of excited, alcoholic nature frequently. Based on his beer gut and his large stature, you can tell that this is kind of his usual thing to do after a long day of work.
Ooh, Jimothy's gonna hop up next to them as well and order the strong stuff as well.
Hell yeah.
Davos kind of looks over and he's like, "Why did you bring a baby into the bar?" I'm just kidding. I've seen a halfling before.
They eat glass.
They don't eat.
And I take a giant chomp out of my mug.
Oh God. This is a horrific canon. I don't think that across the board they eat glass, but Jimothy, if you want Jimothy and his whatever sect to be glass eaters, go for it. But it's not going to be pretty.
No, let's not have Jimothy. I don't want to take the damage that is going to be required for eating glass.
Tastes like blood.
Jimothy's just like always bleeding out of his mouth because he's always chewing on a little bit of glass.
He invents dip.
But it's just like glass shards.
But it's just like glass. There's no tobacco.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, he's gonna order the same amount of strong stuff.
All right, it's called. He brings it. It looks like this like orangey sort of fizzy brew, and it's called Fire Brew, which is apparent by the bottle up on the shelf that they're proudly displaying. As Davos kind of slaps it down on the table twice and says, "One for me and one for the land. Up it goes and then down in my hand." And he slaps it down into his mouth and he like chugs the whole thing.
Oh, I roll to chug it.
Okay, roll for me.
I roll to slam it. Oh, I got a 17.
And you get con. I'm sorry?
17 plus, I'm assuming Constitution, so
yep.
18.
Okay, you're fine. You managed to cough it down. It has some serious bite to it at the end. It's like sort of this peppery sort of like aftertaste to it.
Ooh.
It's kind of like a cinnamon.
So we're imagining like Fireball, but not shitty?
Yeah, not sweet.
All right.
I would not call it sweet.
I imagine Orgoloth got one as well then.
Yeah. So roll for me with con.
Well, I mean, he's not gonna slam it. He's just gonna kind of swish it around and take a smell real quick. What does he smell? Can I perception to see what he smells?
Investigation.
Investigation. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Same modifier though, I think.
Yep, probably.
16.
Okay, so you smell what I was saying earlier about the sort of cinnamony hints to it, not necessarily a sweetness as well. And there seems to be sort of a pepper, so it's kind of like a spice. Based on the way that it kind of reacts with your nostrils, you can tell that the alcohol content is high, but it's not necessarily the highest thing you've ever seen, or would ever see. And you're pretty sure that if you asked for something stronger in this bar, you could get it.
All right. Orgoloth's going to say, fuck it, and then slam it himself.
Okay, roll con for me.
8 plus 1. Oh, no, plus 3. I get plus 3 on saving throws, so 11.
Okay, so Orgoloth taps it down twice, lifts the glass up, tilts it, slams it on the table, and then his head follows suit. Orgoloth is completely hammered.
Okay, because it's some strong shit.
Yeah, he was not prepared. He did not have a heavy meal today. He is not prepared for this. So, Orgoloth, on any sort of checks that you're going to need to take for the next period of time, you're going to have disadvantage on them.
You want to say, like, I have poison for an hour or whatever?
Pretty much. That's pretty much how it works.
Okay. I know that was how we did the rum raisins, so.
Yeah. But yeah, so you're pretty loopy. And Davos lets out this big, and he slaps you on the back in a way that almost makes you fall out of your seat. Clearly not a man for like subtle, tender touches. As he kind of is like, that was good. Let's have another one. And he kind of snaps again for the bartender who sighs and says, Davos, I have other customers. You can't just ask me. He's like, don't be a worrywart. Almost like it's like kind of right. Like it's almost a good phrase that kind of matches the situation, but not quite. It's clear that Davos is a little bit inebriated. As the bartender's like, whatever, this guy pays a lot. So he brings over another round to the three of you. Are you going to drink?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Jimothy.
All right, let's do it. Yeah.
For this one, you don't add con bonus.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and Orgoloth, you're rolling with disadvantage.
All right.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, you're still fine. You managed to take it all down, and after a couple seconds, you let out a very hearty burp. That like if you had a match in front of you, you're sure would light the air. As Davos lets out this like very bro like woo.
You said disadvantage, and I assume I'm also not adding my constitution this time?
No, yeah.
Okay, then it was a 13.
Okay, 13. You're taking this one a lot better than the last one. You're definitely feeling like very dizzy. Your vision is a lot out of blur. You're now going to be taking whatever your perception bonus is a negative now on perception rolls.
It was a negative 1 already, so plus 1 on perception.
Yeah, it's -2, but
negative
okay.
2, yeah, that's right.
That'd be amazing, though. I see better now.
That's the beer goggles. They're working.
And Davos is like, let's go again, as he orders another round for you guys. Are you gonna drink with this man?
Yes.
I feel I've lost the judgment to say no.
Jimothy, you're rolling a -1 on your con.
Ooh.
And same thing for you, Orgoloth.
Okay.
I rolled a 10, so a 9.
Still disadvantage or no?
Yes, disadvantage.
I rolled a 9. Well, I got a 9.
Okay, so Jimothy is drunk now. It has taken a bit, but the rapidness of
the poundings,
the poundings of alcohol, you're literally chugging this shit, has caused you to be inebriated. And Orgoloth, what did you get?
I got a nat 5, so 4. Or 3 even? Am I doing?
You're not
2?
doing too well.
No.
You have to brace yourself against the counter for now, just to keep yourself like sitting upright.
All right.
As Davos is also looking pretty toasty. His face is beet red right now, and he's looking at you guys like, you guys, have you ever? Okay, so like, we should like get a fishing boat and just like just go, go.
Oh, I feel you. Sometimes I just want to leave. I hate being cooped up in the same place.
Let's just take the baby, get a fishing boat, and just go.
I think I could. I think I could hang with that. Let's go fishing.
Baby. We could get like a rope, and like wait. We could get like a rope, and like tie you to it, and then like throw you in the ocean.
I absolutely am against that plan. Let's not do that. I don't think that
use him as bait for something enormous.
I would prefer not to do that. Otherwise, I would be forced to light the water alight with electricity.
Yeah,
so
you could get all the fish. It'd be like when you drop dynamite in a lake.
It's so easy. And then we sell the fish, and then we're rich. You can use fish to make anything, like fish.
So let me get this straight. They're over there getting drunk, talking about buying a fishing boat with this just jolly fellow here, and I'm over here telling my buddy that everyone he knows and loves is dead.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, more or less.
That's good. But
I mean, how long has it been? Let's say 20 minutes or so.
That feels like that'd be 5 because I think we
minutes.
just pounded through those. Like go, go, go. You know, like that was like chanting,
true.
banging on the table.
I'll say that while this whole conversation is happening, it will overall take about 20, 30 minutes. During that time, Paelius has managed to get a couple drinks into Peric, and he's managed to kind of calm him down, and they've moved past the grieving and moved towards more sentimental, like remembering. So, Paelius, have you been drinking?
I've been, yes, definitely drinking.
Okay, roll for me.
All right. Constitution modifier, 20.
Damn. Okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
You see us like
As the alcoholic of the group, you are totally okay.
I have been steady hitting those rum raisins throughout this adventure.
Davos is gonna kind of take Orgoloth and Jimothy by the shoulder over to a table, and put some like chairs around it, like a small circular table. Paelius, you notice this. Are you gonna stick with Peric for now, or are you gonna walk over? What is your plan?
I'm gonna go over there and like bring Peric with me.
Okay. So he's a little hesitant, but he eventually agrees that this is the best plan. As he walks over with you to the large lumberjack man, basically a giant bear of a man, who looks at Peric, looks at you, and he's like, "New friends, come join us. We're going to arm wrestle. Come."
oh hell yeah, I want to try to arm wrestle.
Okay, you're gonna challenge Davos to arm wrestling. All right, so Davos, let's do the interaction. Tell me, do the,
Okay,
yeah.
Davos, you keep calling me a baby. I don't really appreciate that.
It's just a joke, friend.
I think that we should have a friendly contest of power and arm wrestle me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you. I was totally confused.
Oh, well,
Gonna be honest.
Yeah.
You said a lot of words there. I'm a little inebriated.
I am.
Did I tell you my plan about the boat?
Boat.
And he's gonna accept your challenge to arm wrestle, and he puts his arm in the middle,
Okay.
ready to go with you.
I put my arm in the middle, which I assume is like a tiny little thing compared to his.
And he grabs your arm. Or your hand. He grabs, and his hand is large enough that he can literally just hold your hand in his, like the whole thing. But he tries not to be like mean about it. So he's like, trying to grab it normally. And I'm gonna need you to roll strength for me with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Because you are drunk.
Well, he better be fucking rolling disadvantage too.
He is.
10 plus 2, 12.
Okay, so actually, this is really interesting. So you and him are actually going at it pretty hard. And it's not just like usually you think like, oh, it's going to obviously be a huge, like, oh, it's going to be a huge upset. Like David beats Goliath like just pummels David, that sort of thing. Because he's huge, you're tiny. It actually goes on for a couple minutes. The two of you are sitting there and you are both pushing it your hardest to get like the other one's arm down on the table. Both of you resorted to gripping the table itself as you're like, and the intensity of it has sort of drawn its own crowd as people are starting to chant, go. Orgoloth is definitely in the corner drinking.
Oh, hell yeah. Awesome.
As,
baby! Yeah!
As Jimothy, your arm starts to feel a little weak and a little weary. Maybe you had too many drinks, but just barely, Davos manages to push your arm super close to the table and just lightly touch it against the table before you slam it back.
Oh, yeah.
As the bar explodes in excitement at this pretty intense display. And Davos falls out of his chair with laughter onto the floor, and he's hollering and cheering just as much. He's having the time of his life. He doesn't really even mind, that he lost.
Oh no, he won, didn't he?
No, I won.
To everyone else, it looked like he lost.
Oh really?
Like I said, it tapped the table just barely, but Jimothy managed to slam him back at the last second. So to everyone else, it looked like he just barely lost to Jimothy. But
have every bar patron individually roll a perception check.
Chris, can you put in some like
D20s?
Chris, can you put in some interlude music? I need to do all these numbers. So, tired of those ordinary rolling dice? Yeah, I am. Then you should get super rolling dice. What's that? It's a ball.
All right. Well, anyways.
All right. Wait, I'm not done. Hold on. 39, 38. Okay. And I'm just gonna do. And okay. 47 out of the 48 fail it.
Okay.
Oh no.
One guy in the back's like, "Hey, wait, the big guy won," but nobody gives a shit about what he says because it's Jim and he's a liar.
I'm not a liar.
You're Jimothy, actually.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's another Jim.
There's a Jim.
Otherwise known
There's
as
48
Jim
people
Jam.
in this bar. One of them's gonna have the same name as you, buddy.
There's a lot more names than 40. I mean, Jim's a pretty common name, though, so...
Okay, let me take another break to write down every single person in the bar a different name.
While
just
we're
to
here,
satisfy them.
That's world building.
Hi, welcome to the AMT cast. It's been 5 hours, and I have spent most of that time rolling dice and coming up with names. But anyway, it's been a long time that you've been in this bar. You've had your good time. You cried, you laughed, you arm wrestled, you drank to death. I think it's time to go upstairs and call it a night.
Okay.
As you go upstairs and you kind of sleep off the potential hangover you could have in the morning. And in the morning you wake up to the sounds of the quiet bustling of the city outside your window and the soft chirping of birds. And it's a little nicer than what you woke up to before last time you were in an inn, which was pretty much a quiet town of people that were moving almost robotically. It's nice to be in a city that's full of life. And as you make your way downstairs for breakfast, the innkeeper comes up to you and he hands you a letter and he says, "Hey, this came for you guys in the mail early this morning. I don't know if you were expecting a letter, but it was addressed to your room."
Paelius opens it.
Yeah, let's open it.
Okay.
Let's open it up.
Okay. Give me a second. You open it. It's a very plain-looking letter with simple non-cursive text on it. It says the room number on the front of the letter, and inside it says, "Elric, your betrayal can no longer be tolerated. Hiding for this long has only made our thirst for vengeance grow stronger, and your spilt blood will quench it. We found your pitiable excuse for a home and demand your presence out on the plains of Tarask in exactly 1 month. Failure to comply will result in the molten wrath of the Iron Sun Company raining down upon the Perkonos Temple and its inhabitants. Bring whoever you like, but this will be an honest fight, so your trickery will not be tolerated. We await your arrival. Iron Sun Company." And underneath is a circle with a sun symbol in the middle of it. And Perkonos Temple actually rings a bell to Jimothy.
Oh.
And that is the name of the mountain temple where your storm temple is located.
Wait, it's my temple?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, of course. Oh. Wait, it said it was for Elric.
Yep.
Guys, I don't know who Elric is.
I guess we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yep, must have been a wrong number.
While it doesn't seem to be addressed to you, the fact that they did mention your home temple and are threatening it means that maybe you should actually answer this letter.
Well,
Or answer its summons.
Yeah, I guess. Sure. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. You know what? Those guys are kind of dicks sometimes, but they gave me a good home, so do you guys want to come help me save my temple?
100%.
Oh, I imagine, yeah, Paelius would be super for that.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, sure, let's do it. In a month.
So, walking outside of the inn, you notice several locations nearby, including the Royal Palace, a series of shops, and a place called the Magistrate Royal Academy.
Ooh.
Those seem to catch your eye the most.
Magistrate Royal Academy.
The Royal Palace and the magic shop streets.
Ooh, I want to look at the magic shop street.
Yeah, actually, I'm for that one too.
Before we do that,
Okay.
there's something I want to do. Would it be possible to go back into that inn and ask like the innkeep about the person who was staying in that room before us?
Yeah, you can go back in the inn.
Yeah, I want to do that.
And actually, going back inside, you run into Peric. So if you want to speak to him at all, he's in there.
Oh, Peric.
And he noticed you and he says, oh, good morning, brother. How are you?
Doing well. A little confused about this letter I got. Gonna go ask the innkeep about it. But you want to help? What?
Do you mind if I ask what it's about? And wait, what help with what?
Oh, I was gonna say, my buddy's temple is looking like it might be destroyed. I'm not really sure.
Wait, what?
Yeah. There's this threatening letter. Some dude named Elric. Do you know the name Elric? Does that ring a bell?
No.
Okay.
Can I see the letter?
Yeah. I give him the letter.
And he looks over it and he reads it through. He's like, wait. Oh, Iron Sun Company? These guys?
Those guys?
Yeah, those. Who are those guys?
I have not met them much myself, but I've heard nothing but bad things. These guys are mercenaries, Paelius. You do not want these guys coming around to your door. They have tried in the past to come to the temple and ask for protection money from us, but the master, he was able to just drive them off with no problem. In his eternal wisdom. But if these guys are coming around, threatening to hurt people, I'm all for helping you stop them. Like, where do you need me?
Just put a pin in it. Because those are all great questions that I don't have an answer to, but I will definitely be in touch with you about it.
If you need any help training before then, I definitely am up for, sparring with you. It's been a while since we've got the chance to cross fists, and I'm sure it'll still go in my favor.
I'm not sure that it ever did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, let's see whose memory is better then.
Are we doing this right now in this bar here?
No, not right now, obviously. He's not challenging you to fight in this bar.
Because I will element the shit out of this bar right now.
Oh my god, it's friendly banter. Today I learned never to joke with Warncke because he'll fight me.
He'll just immediately kill you.
Just punch me in the face over and over again.
Social tact is not one of Paelius's strong suits after living in the woods for 5 years.
Speaking of social tact, though, I do think Orgoloth might like the idea of asking specifically the innkeep about who was in that room last.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so are you walking in as well?
Yeah, I'll walk. Is the innkeep just around? Is he also the barkeep?
Yeah, he's at the bar.
Okay.
You see keys on the back wall of the bar. It's clear that that's also where he runs the rooms.
Okay.
So are you waiting for Paelius to finish his conversation with Peric, or are you gonna just do it?
We could say it happens at the same time, I guess.
Okay.
I want to be a part of the conversation asking about him.
Oh, well, okay. Sure, I'll wait then.
Okay, so you wait, and you just stand there quietly behind Paelius, watching him talk to his friend.
All right, well, you know what? Okay, screw it. Okay, so...
I do like the idea that Orgoloth's like, I want to be in this conversation.
Oh, I don't care about Paelius can talk to Peric because they're bros. I want to go talk to the innkeeper because I have proficiency in persuasion. Actually, really the charisma's my highest stat. So
yeah, so he walks up to you. He's like, "Can I do for you something?"
Yeah, innkeep. Could you tell me a bit about who might have stayed in that room?
That's me. That's my name, Innkeep Jim.
Mr. Innkeep, it's nice to... Oh, Jim, he was the one that noticed that Davos actually won and no one gave a shit about his opinion? All right. Cool.
Wait, so everyone hates him, but they patronize his store?
Gets no respect.
He's got a great store, though.
He's the only inn in town.
No, there's several other inns, but he's got a good one.
Aileron's probably a pretty big city, but anyways, Jim, I can tell. You're someone that has so much to give, and you just never get respect. But can you tell me?
I mean, people don't steal from me. I think that's pretty nice.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty nice. Anyway, who was in our room before us?
Room 104. A prostitute, I think? Don't worry, I cleaned the sheets. Did you find something? If there was something in there, I'm so sorry. I swore I checked that place up and down.
And then Orgoloth casually scratches his...
And she said she does not work there.
What about before the prostitute?
Uh,
Or was this prostitute's name Elric? I guess I shouldn't assume.
no. I don't remember the prostitute's name, but I don't think they were an Elric. I think it was a woman.
And it's safe to assume he's like
Could be
being
wrong.
honest. Like I don't need to get anything.
You can
out
roll
of him.
insight.
Okay, yeah, we'll roll insight. +1, so just 14.
He seems earnest.
All right, I believe earnest is exactly the word to make me agree with him. So, all right. Thank you for your time and keep Jim.
Yeah, no problem. Let me know if you guys want to check out anytime soon.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll just I guess walk back up with to see what Paelius is up to if he's still talking to Peric or whatever.
So Orgoloth walks up just as that conversation comes to a close. As Peric looks at you with a nod, he says, "Good morning."
So, Peric, I'm gonna assume Paelius may have told you about the rather ominous letter we received this morning.
Yeah. He just showed it to me. I don't. How did you guys get mixed up with the Iron Sun Company?
I don't know, but I want to destroy them. And I would say, like, Orgoloth's character would absolutely, like, the concept of mercenaries racketeering would deeply, deeply disturb and anger him. So he would absolutely, he wants to stop this, and given the chance, he wants to absolutely obliterate any sign of the Iron Sun Company existing. Like, one by one, kill every single member as brutally as possible.
God.
Jesus.
All right.
Like, the most serious he's ever been is about wanting to just obliterate the Iron Sun. Like, if Lux could kill when he's saying he wants to kill the Iron Sun, like...
Everyone in this bar is dead.
I want to kill the Iron Sun, an essay by Orgoloth.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to kill the actual sun, too. Like...
Call me the... Oh my god. I want to kill everything.
No, just the Iron Sun and the real sun.
Like S-U-N? The
Sun hater Orgoloth.
Like S-U-N. I don't know what this
Right.
mercenary, how they spell it, but like you forget I'm sensitive to the sunlight.
They spell it S-U-N.
Okay,
Oh
so
yeah,
they're
yeah,
also-
that's fair.
Yeah, I want to
I
kill
thought
the
you were just-
sunlight because it hurts. It hurts. I get disadvantage.
Yeah, so Peric looks at you guys, you, and he's like, I'm glad that you are taking this as seriously as you should. You know, mercenaries are no laughing matter. Yeah, what is your plan of action for now? I was just asking Paelius the same. You know, what you guys are planning to do.
I think that we are going to. I mean, as the letter says, it's going to be a fair fight. So, I was planning on doing that.
I think we need to prepare. We need to get stronger, for sure. Whatever that entails.
Do we know anything about like the planes of whatever that they were talking about?
Do you have a history check?
I'll roll one now.
Let's all
Roll
do
that
it.
history for me.
11.
13 minus 1, 12.
14 minus 1, so 13.
Oh, wait, never mind.
12 minus 1, 11.
Don't you have...
Yeah, I have +1. I have plus.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have +1 on
I have
history.
I have 14 for history.
The plains of Tarask are a natural phenomenon outside of the main capital. It's a wasteland area with large outdoor stalagmites, essentially.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're pretty huge.
Wait,
And
can you spell that?
With an M means they come from the bottom.
No,
Stalagmite,
no.
they come from the bottom.
The plains of Tarask.
Tarask is spelled Terrasque, and Tarask is a monster in D&D canon that is essentially an unkillable machine. It is horrifying, and if you ever fight one, you lose.
Yeah, you don't
But
beat
yeah,
Tarask.
the plains of Tarask just resemble the backside of a Tarask with the giant spikes.
Oh, okay. Whew.
So that's the name. It's not there isn't a Tarask out there. Otherwise, this capital would not be here. But yeah. So Peric is very willing to come along with you guys wherever you're going for into town today. He doesn't really seem to have as much to do. He does at some point, I guess, need to stop by the royal palace to speak with some bureaucrats. But other than that, he's pretty free, considering his whole world has been kind of turned upside down. What do you guys want to do?
I think we said earlier we want to go to the magic shop, maybe, see what's in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So Peric's gonna go over to the royal palace. He says that you guys can come meet him there later, while you guys head over to the magic shop.
Magic Palace. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da.
So walking through the streets of Aileron, you pass by tons and tons of people, in commoner village clothing, ranging from like very simple but not dirty clothing to more upscale outfits, merchants, and soldiers. Some people in what looks like a more gaudy fighter outfits. This is definitely like a hub location in this continent.
Okay.
A lot of people pass through here, and you make your way down sort of a windier street towards a brick road area of buildings that are close together. So it's a narrow street, and you find something called. You see a sign that catches your eye in particular. It says "Ye Modern Magic Shop," spelled with a CKE at the end. And as you walk inside, you see that the entire interior has been paneled with wood. This sort of like warm, dark wood that gives the whole place sort of a homely feel. And items are held in glass cases and jars and behind shelves and behind in cabinets and things like that. And all assortment. It almost looks like a very curious bookstore of sorts. And as you all step inside, a bell rings that is attached to the door, and a chummy-looking dwarf walks up to you, and he's like, "Oh, welcome, come in. What can I do for you?"
What you got?
Well, are you travelers? You look like travelers.
In a sense.
Right, okay. So, we've got some normal weapons and armors for sale, and we got some basic potions, your 1d6s. And we've got a couple of scrolls that you could use or make use of. Nothing. And he's pointing at a specific part of the store, a specific shelf area, display area. He's not pointing to the other sections of the store. Everything he's mentioned seems to be located in this area.
Oh, you got a big enough store. What's over in the other direction? And I'll point where he's not pointing.
Oh, over there is kind of stuff that, I don't like to just give all my wares, my whole selection to just everyone who walks into the store.
Well, we're gonna pay for it. You don't have to give us anything.
Do you want to try to persuade him?
Yes, I absolutely want to do that.
Go for it. Roll and then actually persuade me.
Okay, actually, do you want me to try and persuade you first, and then you can lower however
Roll
high
first.
you think? Roll first? Okay. A 19 plus 2.
Okay,
Ooh.
persuade me.
Well, so we're not just anyone.
Oh?
You may not recognize me. I am Gorbeg Gutsek. I'm the legendary fighting champion.
Oh, fighting champion, eh?
Yeah, I'm the strongest orc in Aileron.
Kind of skinny for an orc, aren't you?
Yeah, what of it? I'm on the Paelius diet to make weight.
That's fair. I guess I heard that. I mean, I can.
Yeah, I've heard of that before.
Hashtag
I guess I can sell you a few more things, but to get through my entire store, I'm gonna need definitely to get a license from you, from either the academy or the.
I turn around and I write down on my hand, by scratching into my hand. Mm-hmm. My name is Gorbag and I do what I want.
Okay.
Okay.
He takes the note from you and he walks over to what looks like this little glowing light and he puts it up to it. And the note kind of burns and bursts into flames. And he's like, "Oh, doesn't look like it's a legitimate note."
That is my hand, so I should probably roll for damage.
Oh, you just wrote in your hand.
I wrote it on my
sorry.
hand.
Let me rephrase that then.
Okay.
He takes your hand over and your hand lights on fire.
Why'd you light my hand on fire?
Oh, it doesn't look like a legitimate note. Sorry. I mean, like I said, I can kind of show you a few more items, but not exactly anything that is on the restricted list.
Oh, yeah, that's good enough.
I would get in trouble, and if I opened my ware to just anyone who walked in and happened to be as charming and as fun as you, I would definitely have gangs in here buying out my entire stock, which would be nice for sales, but I would definitely get in trouble with the police.
Yeah, that's fair. You don't have to stick your neck out for us. Just if you got anything good.
Yeah, and he walks over to that original section and he kind of grabs a handle that you guys didn't really notice, also made of wood, and he pulls the paneling back as the section kind of opens up more. And you see a few things. You see a die, like a regular die, a purple bespeckled gemstone that catches Orgoloth's eye.
Oh, hell yeah, it does.
And what looks like a studded kickball.
Hey, what's this gem do?
Oh, that, well, this man came in once and just kind of sold it to us. It looks like a magic gem of some kind. I'm not really sure what it does, and you can kind of feel yourself being drawn to it. Almost like it wants to buy you.
Can I ask Jimothy if you're willing to spare the spell slot to detect evil and good? Would you be willing to do that? I feel free. That's your decision. Like if you, plus you'd also get to see everything in here, evil and good, not just the stone. Your decision. If you don't want to waste the spell slot, I understand.
Yeah, I'll do it. I cast evil or detect evil and good, and see what's
Okay,
up.
roll a d8 for me.
D8. Oh, okay. 1.
Okay, you take 1 psychic damage as you are knocked onto your knees. As the overload of magical energy in this place literally hurts your brain. Jimothy, by doing that, you definitely feel like there's a lot in this store that you might want to get your hands on at some point. But there's a lot of stuff that is definitely based on, that and your knowledge of the arcane and mysticism in general, you can kind of tell that maybe the reason why certain things are in glass jars and are away from each other and positioned in certain ways is so that they themselves don't start fighting. Magical items tend to have sort of personalities to themselves, and they tend to have characteristics. And if you put 2 items in a bag together that don't necessarily get along, like an evil item and a good item, they might end up destroying each other.
Orgoloth's gonna look at Jimothy just getting knocked on his ass, and then just be like, "Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, shopkeep, how much for this gem?"
Oh, tell you what. As a sign of good faith, I'll give it to you. No charge.
No charge. Man, like this guy.
That sounds cursed as hell.
Yeah, that sounds fishy as fuck.
That just makes me want it more. Let's do it.
Okay, and he kind of picks it up with his bare hands, and he puts it in a little satchel for you, like a little nice bag, and hands it to you. And on the bag, it has YMMS in like gold stitched cursive.
Is that like the name of the store? Oh, Ye Old Magic Shop.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
No, Ye Modern Magic Shop.
Ye Modern Magic Shop.
And those are the little gift bags that they put all the purchases in.
Cool. I'll remember this. I'm going to remember him. I like him. I'm going to do him a favor in the future if he wants it. You can jot that down. He's cool with Orgoloth.
Anyway, so on the shelf now is still those regular items, health potions, and the kickball that I mentioned earlier, and a die.
I'm pretty interested in that kickball. Any fun toy I can weaponize? Like,
oh, nice.
You walk up to it, and it is a silver-studded blue kickball. And reading the little description below it, it is called the Boomerang Ball. It is, if attuned, it replaces your most used weapon proficiency with Boomerang Ball. It does 1d8 bludgeoning damage, is a finesse weapon, and after being thrown at an enemy will return back to the user. If thrown outside of combat, it bounces off of objects normally and will not return to the user. The user will also have to resist the daily urge to end a majority of sentences with "ya."
Oh my god, I knew you were going for a Waka thing.
And the price underneath is 150 gold.
Since my thing was like free, I'll spot you some gold if you wanna. Like, if 150 seems like steep to you, I will spot you like 50.
Yeah, I think I'll take a pass on this one for now.
Okay.
Magic Academy.
Or it wasn't magistrate.
Magistrate.
Not magic.
Yeah, let's.
I still might be where we'd get these licenses anyway. So.
Are you gonna go to the Magistrate Royal Academy, or are you gonna go to the Royal Palace?
I guess Academy. I think was.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk up to the stone steps of the Royal Academy, and 2 guards let you in. They say, visitors, be sure not to touch anything. We have a strict policy here. But, as long as you behave yourself, you're free to come in and out as you please. You walk inside, and there's a large marble lobby with a secretary sitting at a desk. off to the sides, you can see what looks like people walking towards a sparring area. Some people walking upstairs towards what are most likely classrooms and living quarters. And off to the right, there you can hear the hustle and bustle of a kitchen area.
Is there like a receptionist or anything?
Yeah. I said there was a secretary sitting at the desk.
I guess I'll walk up to her and ask, excuse me, where might we go to acquire a license to purchase dangerous magical items?
Standard adventurer's license. You need to go to the palace, first floor, and fill out a adventurer's acquisition form in triplicate.
Is that triplicate for just one person, or triplicate because it's 3 of us?
No, triplicate for each of you.
Okay,
It's a single license. Unless you have like a group name or something. Are you like a guild or something? We do. I think they do that.
I got a group on.
Was it a Orgoloth Ernest and the Humperdinks that we settled on for our group name?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
I mean, you do have the Trident on the side of your caravan.
Yeah, but I wrote down like a million band names.
Jim's Jams.
Jim's Jams, Puppy Puddle, another one, Christian Sonic Memes.
Jefferson not included.
Jefferson not included. Rocket Garden, Disappointment Diary, Vegan Chili Cook-Off.
The Jim Jams. That's my vote.
Oh, okay. So it's cool when it's your name.
Absolutely.
How about Employees of the Month?
And the secretary looks at you guys and is like, I don't care what your guild is called. If you don't have business here, can you please move away from my desk?
All right, not even noticing, I guess, not even paying her any mind. Do we want to just, like, while continuing the conversation, casually just walk towards the palace or something?
Sure, I guess.
I have no time for rude people. Let's go get that license and buy dangerous shit.
Yeah, let's go. Ba-bow.
Okay, so you walk towards the palace, and on your way in, it's definitely, like, there were some guards outside of the academy, but this place has like a million guards everywhere. There's magistrates up the butt here, just circling the building, out on the gates, walking inside, down the main hall. As you see some people at scattered desks in this like large hallway leading up to these huge pair of doors. That is clearly where the throne room is.
Just to clarify, like a few sentences ago, did someone excitedly gasp at the phrase "up the butt"?
Yeah, I
did. Okay, sorry, Adam. Continue.
You can hear some of a commotion coming out in the throne room, as from one of the hallways off to the right, you see Peric walking towards the center carpet that goes down the entire stretch of the long hallway. This is like beautiful, like fully saturated blue carpet. That matches the city's colors, which is white and blue, it seems. And he looks at you guys and he waves, sort of cheerily. Happy to see you. Do you wait for him to approach you, or are you going to walk up to him? Are you going to meet him halfway? What is...
I mean, yeah, let's go see what's up.
I mean, he's happy to see you, so he's like, oh, hey guys, how was the shopping? Find anything cool?
Yeah, Orgoloth got this obviously cursed stone.
Obviously, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely evil.
Why would you pick that up?
Because it looked cool.
Okay.
It was free. It was free.
Paelius, you do have some strange friends. Like, I'm not judging them. It's just...
friend is a strong word.
Oh,
we were all just sort of sack hooded and putting this caravan here.
Wait, were you kidnapped? Was it the small one? Did he kidnap?
What? No, what? How would I even do that?
Just between you and me, I've never really trusted him. He claims to be some kind of monk, and it's not. I'm not buying it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. According to Paelius, Jimothy's not a real monk.
You're right. I'm not a monk. I'm a cleric.
Right, but he doesn't understand what that is.
Excuse me, Jimothy. I was whispering.
He looks. He's like, "What do you? Did you guys come to just meet me here, or did you guys have some business here?"
Well, I'm just. What are you doing here?
I was talking to people about those forms I was filling out, and I mean, I don't have to do those anymore, so I was just trying to set some records straight, and they kind of wanted to talk about what was remaining of the group, and from what you told me, it seems that we're the only two left, so, I was just kind of explaining that to them, and,
Just
we just have to kind of have a small meeting about that, me and them. You don't have to be there for that. It's just boring work. I don't want to
thank God.
waste your time with it.
Thank God.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Yeah, did you guys want to go get like a bite to eat or something, or did you want to tour the city or something?
Well, we've already. Let's. Is there like a quest board or something around town?
Like an adventuring quest board?
Yes. Is there like or maybe a request board?
Hera kind of looks at you and laughs like, is this the 300s? Like, it's not like, oh, let's go down to the city center and talk to the mayor about his rat problem that's going on. No, this is modern society.
I guess Jimothy's a little old-fashioned.
That's fair. No, that was rude of me. I'm sorry, Jimothy.
Jimothy's gonna go cry in his room for the next 2
hours. Peric would feel terrible. He's like, I mean, if you're looking for things to do, have you guys registered your group with the adventuring committee here?
That's what we came to do.
Oh, wait, you're registering now?
Yeah.
Oh. Ugh. Well, I hate to be a bad news bear, but it takes about 6 months for them to fill out those like approval forms.
Man, could we get a provisional permit?
Tell you what. I'll go talk to them. Give me a second. You can go wait by those big doors. This hallway's huge. I've literally lost friends here before. Like just like completely. Like they want their own and then they're gone. So go wait by those big doors. I'll go talk to them and figure out if I can get like a speedier process for you guys. If that would work. Would you guys be interested in that?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'll go do that. Then you guys wait here. And he kind of walks off quickly, and he's like just kind of like doing like some mental calculations. He's trying to figure some stuff out. You wait by the doors, and you hear the sort of muttering of a conversation from behind them. That kind of comes to an abrupt halt, and a bunch of chairs move and people shuffle. As from the doors of the what appears to be towards the throne room comes out this figure. That's a little shorter in stature, not too short, wearing this heavy plate armor with a sort of a domed helmet like that, like a Boba Fett style helmet or something.
Okay.
But it has just a single stripe along the eyes where a visor is, and you can kind of see eyes underneath, and some circular mouth holes around where the mouth area is. And on this person's back is a huge, almost as large as them, great axe, with the centerpiece of it being a toad's mouth that seems to kind of open up to the blade itself.
Ooh.
And the back of it is a hammer head.
Orgoloth is just beaming, like the biggest smile you've ever seen.
And the person looks at you, and you can hear through an echoey tone, just like, "Oh, sorry, excuse me." And they kind of start to walk past you before stopping and turning and looking back, and it's like, "Sorry, do you mind if I look at that blade of yours?" Pointing to Orgoloth and the greatsword on his back.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Yeah, Orgoloth is super down for it if he gets to look at that axe.
Dead axe.
Yeah, let me see dead axe.
They kind of hesitate and they're like, I mean,
I'm not gonna do anything weird. I just like
no, it's not that. It's a little heavy. Are you sure you want to try?
Yeah, I'll try.
And they kind of breezily pick it up with both hands and hand it over to you.
Okay.
Can you roll strength for me?
I will. 17 total. 13 plus.
Okay,
4.
you drop to the floor.
Okay. I figured it was gonna be something like that.
It's if you were to imagine picking up this person and maybe their extended family all together, that's how heavy this thing feels. And you remember you're talking to Jimothy, or I'm assuming Jimothy, did you explain your headache earlier? What happened?
My what? Oh,
the
yeah,
detecting evil stuff.
Oh, yeah. I explained it to them.
Yeah. So according from Jimothy's conversation earlier, you kind of remember this idea that Weapons sort of have personalities, and this one seems to be a feisty bitch.
Oh, so it's like magical. It's not like just heavy. It's
definitely magical. There's no way this thing is that heavy. It's huge, and it's probably crazy heavy. But there's no way it's this heavy. Because Orgoloth is strong.
Orgoloth is gonna like get on his knees, like gently caress it, maybe even like kind of sniff it gingerly, and be like,
he's like, oh yeah,
this is
baby,
this is quite a blade you've got.
Thank you, they say, and they kind of stick their hands out to kind of get a look at your greatsword.
Oh, and which I hand over readily. That's only fair.
Right. Assuming in sheath.
Yeah. Don't want to.
And they take it in sheath, and they kind of hold it by the sheath, not really by the one hand kind of gingerly holding the handle, the other one mostly holding the sheath, kind of treating it with some level of respect. And they kind of look at you, and you just hear, where did you obtain this?
It was my family's. I inherited it. Because
really?
if out of character, if you remember the whole thing, I stole it and then left.
I mean, I don't mean to sound weird, but this blade must have really taken a dear liking to you to have waited on a mantelpiece for that long for you to be ready for it. You know, weapons like this, they tend to choose their wielder, you know.
That's why I inherited it. It took such a liking to me.
So Paelius and Jimothy have never really gotten the experience of kind of getting a detailed description of this blade. Can you talk more about your greatsword?
Okay.
The audience.
So it is blade-wise. Just think, as you might like, if you think of Portuguese montante, like think that big, very long, not necessarily a thick blade, but quite long. The kind of thing that you can imagine. If you were to imagine Orgoloth wielding it, he'd be doing sweeping kind of rotational strikes. He's not going to be doing your standard like overhead kind of stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely like a two-handed thing that you see he balances himself with. Very, very like longer blade than he is tall, for sure. Mm-hmm. Handle, like also a very long handle so that he can get like wide grips as you might like choke up on a baseball bat or something. The crossguard is made to look like spider's legs. Like there's a main crossguard, but little kind of bits sticking out of it to form 8 full protrusions, but only the ones closest to the blade are actual crossguard.
And the main part is a body of sorts, right?
The main part is meant to look, it has a slight kind of hourglassy kind of figure.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's very much meant to look like a spider. Like we'll say there are like 8 small deep red gemstones to look like spider's eyes, and it's black wrought iron for the whole.
This knight kind of takes the sword, and without even really asking, you know, holding it still by the sheath, takes one hand and takes the center red gemstone, and just kind of plucks it out and just tosses it to the floor.
Orgoloth's gonna like look at the gemstone and look up to this knight and just kind of like, what? Like make a motion.
Oh, sorry, there was some nonsense garbage in there. That was trash. I don't know why that was in there.
One man's trash. Excuse you.
No, I don't. Oh, I didn't mean to. Okay. And they kind of clutch their helmet. Like, oh, I didn't mean to like insult you. You kind of. This is gonna sound okay. Have you ever felt like your blade kind of talks to you?
Oh, I thought that was just the schizophrenia.
No, okay, so, I mean, I kind of got a vibe that blade didn't really like that center gemstone a lot. Like, I don't think that's what was meant to be there. Like, the other ones look fine. Like, I think those are natural, but I don't think the one in the middle is that thing.
Well, what about this? And I guess I'll just take out that thing I just happened to get an hour ago in the shop and plop it right in the center.
Interesting. And wait, you're just going to put it in the center?
Yeah, why not?
They're going to look at it, and they're like, I mean, it seems to take a liking to it, but could you maybe...
All right, I'll take it back out and be like, oh, we'll try something else.
No, wait. Yeah, don't put it back in quite yet, but does your blade have a name?
Oh, man, it's so, like, you know Warncke, it's so much harder when...
You could call it the Black Widow.
Yeah, like, the Black Widow, that's cool and everything, but...
It's kind of generic.
I want to either call it something in drow or something silly.
Oh, don't make it too hard to say, because then...
No, I won't. I mean, Orgoloth's not hard to say, right? So...
It's on the harder side.
Oh, should I say Orgoloth Jr. then? Like,
Yeah, Orgoloth Jr.
fuck it, that's its name. Its name is Orgoloth Jr. I'll scratch my head gingerly. Yeah, it's Orgoloth Jr., which is also, probably extra ironic because this sword is almost definitely older than Orgoloth is.
They look at you and they're like, no, I mean, that's fine. It doesn't seem to mind that. So that stone is also not the right stone for this blade, properly, but it does seem to resonate well with it. I would resist putting it in and saying the blade's name until you're sure you want those things to work together.
Okay.
I don't know if you could tell, but it didn't seem like it was very durable of a stone. I mean, this is a powerful blade. It's not going to just let any stone rest in its crevice for too long with any sort of magic. I've never seen that crest before. And they point to Jimothy's chest and the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
He's like, what affiliation are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I'm a cleric of the Temple of Talos.
Oh. So you're a storm cleric then?
Yes, Tempest. I follow the storms and I delve into their power.
I would love to hear some of your stories of your temple sometime.
Yeah, sure. Whenever, yeah, just give me your number and I'll.
Since we are new friends, why don't we go back to? Wait, I'm sorry. I've totally taken up your time. You're clearly here for something. What did you come to this the palace for? If you don't mind me asking.
Guys, what did we come to the palace for?
We're here to get to try and acquire a license to purchase controlled, regulated magical items.
Oh, an adventurer's license then.
Yeah, that one.
Do you have any place to train while you're here?
We were looking for one actually.
Oh, I could definitely get you into the sparring room at the academy if you'd need.
Sounds great.
That sounds excellent. Let's do it.
Right, so I guess we'll just be off then. By the way, they call me the Slug Knight. By the way, it's very much of a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
The what?
The Slug.
The Slug Knight.
Slug Knight. Okay. Whew.
Nice to meet you, Slug Knight.
Whew, that is so much better than I originally heard.
Roll knowledge history.
Do you want Jimothy? Or I guess we'll just all do it.
Sure. I rolled a 3.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, good, because I rolled a 2.
I'm sorry, you rolled a nat 20?
I did.
Oh, wow. So the Slug Knight is one of several knights of the realm that is definitely well known. They ride a Giga Slug is what it's called into battle.
Giga Slug?
And yeah, it's literally a huge
or
slug.
Is it like a Gary Gygax slug?
No, it's a huge
just
slug.
A Giga Slug, all right.
No, but the Slug Knight is well known for their steed of choice. And they're known for a few magical artifacts of theirs, including a snail shell shield and the war axe that they hold, and a belt, like a very intricate looking belt, that seemingly allows them to wield the axe, which is apparently called Odeon. They hand you your Orgoloth's sword back to him, and obviously pick up the Odeon with ease, put it back on their back, and conveniently at the same time, Perrick comes back and he's holding a stack of papers, and he's like, okay. So I have to fill out an A3 form, a 7-7 form, and a expedition form, but I think I can get you guys ready to go in about a month.
Yeah, sounds good.
If that's okay.
Well, yeah, okay.
Sure, why not?
Okay, I thought you guys were going to be mad at me. I'm really sorry.
We can never be mad at you, Perrick.
Aw, you guys. He looks over at Slug Knight, and he just kind of is like, is that the Slug Knight?
Indeed it is.
Perrick, Slug Knight, Perrick.
We do now.
Slug Knight puts their hand out to them and is like, pleasure to meet you. and he kind of adorably, excitedly like shakes their hands, like, "Oh my god, I'm so yeah, nice to meet you." And he's like, "Right, I'm gonna just go take care of these. But I'll see you guys later, I guess. Yeah, bye." And he just kind of scatters off down the hall and through the front doors of the large palace.
Right, so Slug Knight, I believe you mentioned a few minutes ago something of a sparring room?
Yes, follow me. We can go there right now. And they're gonna lead you back to the academy and to the left once you get inside. So past the secretary, towards the left. You walk into this room and you notice a sort of the training grounds have this sort of flat stone floor and cushioned walls, along with some what look like little scrolls that are, kind of plastered to the walls themselves. Can someone roll Arcane for me?
I can try.
I got a nat 20 on Arcane.
All right.
Okay, so you
3.
recognize these as definitely some high-level protection spells that will most likely safeguard whoever is nearby them. You're not sure what the purpose for them is right now, but after a bit of explanation, Slug Knight tells you guys that in the sparring room, you will be allowed to fight each other with no real penalty. There is a lot of safeguards in this place to prevent you guys from hurting each other. So you'll do about half damage in this room when you fight. And you will also be given some replacement weapons instead of your actual ones, so something that is similar. So if you have a greatsword like Orgoloth, you will be given a wooden greatsword. And if you have a mace like or a flail like Jimothy, you'll be given a wooden replacement for that. So a training version. And one other thing, when someone goes down to about what I would call half of their stamina, they can opt to surrender or submit from the fight. So basically, once you get down to half health, you can just surrender immediately, if you would like, or keep fighting until you get knocked out. Yeah. So if you guys want to spar with each other, you can. This is a time you can do a one-on-one fight.
All right. Yeah. Let's
do it.
Before that happens, though, Slug Knight is going to look at you guys and say, "By the way, what exactly do you need the license for, and why do you need to train?" I don't mean to pry, but I am curious because
the license
I am
because
letting
it
you spar
sounds
here.
fun.
Right, but there's a lot of places to have fun. You don't really.
I mean,
I don't
do
know.
we ask you your business?
I mean, they are helping us out.
That's
like
true.
we didn't just bring them to some special place where they can train and potentially get stronger.
Yeah, we're here to better ourselves to protect my temple that's fallen under attack.
Wait, I'm sorry. Your temple is under attack?
Well, it kind of. It's
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm going to need you to tell me more. As a knight of Aileron, I am sworn to protect people.
The Order of the Iron Sun has kind of set up shop near our temple and has decided to challenge us to a battle, and they will lay waste to us if we do not succeed in that battle.
Oh dear.
So yeah, that's where we come in. We're kind of the ringers.
Well, is there anything I can do to help? I mean, other than obviously providing this training room, but can I assist in the battle or something? Is there some way I can?
I'm sure
fight?
it'll be fine. These guys are
I mean,
weenies.
we probably shouldn't be so quick to turn away like a blade.
I was going to say, your axe is really nice. You could probably kill a lot of mercenaries.
Right, well, if we are fighting mercenaries and we are going to be... Wait, is this a fight to the death? Are you certain of this?
So yeah, I guess it will be a fight to the death.
The knight seems to quiet up before putting down their war axe, so Odeon, and says, "Right, well, how long do we have?"
I think it's at a month. We got a month.
All right, I am not the most experienced teacher, but I am one of this realm's best knights. For this next month, I will make sure that you guys are ready to face these foes. And when the battle comes, I will be there beside you, making sure that you make it through this. You have my word.
Sick.
Sounds good.
Well, all right then.
But for now, 2 of you. Pair up, and I want to see you fight.
So, who wants to fight?
I want to fight Jimothy.
Okay.
I'm going to show him what a real monk can do.
Ah!
By the way, Chris, if you're totally okay with it, I'm super okay with them having an actual fight between the 2 of them.
Go for it. Orgoloth's gonna be like on the side, like fight, 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 fight. He's just super about it.
All right, guys. You stand in front of each other, wooden weapons at the ready. Roll initiative.
17.
10 total.
So Paelius goes first. Paelius, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna bop him with my staff. Just right on the head, just bop him with my staff.
Okay. So Paelius is going to immediately, eagerly just dash towards his comrade and start striking at him with a staff. Paelius, roll for attack.
No. 9.
9.
That's
so.
nope. I'm just gonna block it with my shield.
Jimothy smacks his shield in the way, just tunk, 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 as Orgoloth is straight to the sight of his 2 friends.
He's just coming.
dueling it out.
Yeah!
Paelius, go up with your follow-up strikes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go for that second punch there.
I'll get him with a left.
17. Does 17 get through?
I actually don't think so.
I think you said you're 18, right?
Yeah, I'm
'Cause you're like
18 armor
with
class.
shield.
Jesus.
Yeah.
18 armor class.
So Paelius comes in with a sort of a roundhouse kick style kick to the face, but Paelius.
But I duck, and by duck
Jimothy
I mean I just don't move because he just kicks right over me.
Doesn't move because he's too short.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to spend a key to use dodge.
Okay.
So I got that ready.
Jimothy, time for your rebuttal.
Okay, I am now going to let's see. What am I going to do? I think I'm gonna just swing my flail and try to hit.
Okay.
Try to hit him.
And
in-
dodge gives you disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
Is that what that does?
Yep, you have
Yeah, it
disadvantage.
gives you disadvantage on attack rolls, and if he makes a dexterity saving throw, he gets advantage on it.
To roll for attack with disadvantage.
Oh, well, okay, so it was a nat 1 was the outcome of the disadvantage, but I'm going to use my lucky to re-roll it. Well, it's okay, it was a 3, so I miss.
So, despite Jimothy's best efforts, the kind of telegraphed swings of the flail are easy for Paelius to dodge. Paelius, it's back to you.
I'm just gonna go for the hit with my staff again. 21.
Okay, so Paelius kind of flips his staff up and just knocks Jimothy square in the jaw. Roll for damage.
9 damage.
Oh, however, because he hit me, I'm going to activate my
Trap card?
Yes, essentially, it's
It's
like
technically a 4, by the way, because of the way the room works, so keep that in mind when you're taking down health.
Wrath of the Storm. So when
Okay, what does Wrath of the Storm do?
when a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to cause the creature to make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
I'm going to assume that beats it because I think it's like a 13 that you have to beat.
Okay,
It's probably your
so
12
roll
plus your modifier.
roll 2d8 and then I guess a 4th because of the way.
No, what?
No, it'd be a half. He
Yeah,
rolls 2d8
yeah, it's-
and then I take half of whatever that was.
Right, but the room you do half damage. on this
Oh,
room.
right. So yeah, then a 4th.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, so then I took 4 damage?
I said that earlier.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I rolled an 8. So 2 damage, I guess.
Okay, so kind of as Paelius' staff kind of smacks Jimothy in the jaw, Jimothy kind of pushes back down and a sharp jolt of electricity kind of shoots down it like a rail and shocks his hands.
Is that like a once a day thing? Okay, I mean, I guess I shouldn't ask that before doing this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and punch him.
Okay, punch him.
I got an 18, so what do we do on ties? Do we just, does it gonna be attacker
Defender
or
wins.
defender?
We established defender in the first
Defender?
episode,
Okay.
Yeah,
I think.
it hits a scam out like a soft thud. Doesn't seem to go through.
Okay.
And I would also like to use my my.
I don't.
my
It has
ra-
to hit, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I didn't hit.
actually hit me.
Okay, so that is an anytime. Is that an anytime you're hit thing, or is that a once a day?
No,
thing?
I get it. I get it twice right now because of my wisdom modifier.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yep. So I'm going to use I'm going to use Thunder Wave.
Thunder wave, thunder wave. Where did Orgoloth get that foam finger?
It's just a foam finger that says Thunder
Okay.
Wave.
Yep.
So Thunder Wave is you basically exclaim the ground and electricity happens?
Yeah, it's thunder damage. Yeah, so it's
yeah.
it's more
Yeah.
concussive, and so he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw?
Uh-huh.
Okay, 9.
That does not make it, so...
So I like to imagine that Jimothy, instead of hitting the ground with Thunder Wave, he just swings the hammer into, or his flail into Paelius' stomach, and just lets the shock like reverberate through him.
Yeah, and you take...
Roll for damage.
a 6. So it'll be 14, so 7 damage.
7 damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you also get knocked 10 feet away from me.
Okay, that works for me.
Also, it emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Okay.
And as you knock him back, this sort of like echoing like explosion of force causes the room itself to kind of shake a bit. As you can hear the slug knight kind of chuckling in their helmet.
Orgoloth has in this time taken off his shirt and is painted on his chest Go Jimothy.
Oh my god.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and reciprocate here, and I'm gonna use the way of the fist of unbroken air.
Okay, what does that do?
I create a blast of compressed air that strikes like a mighty fist. As an action, I spend 2 key points. Choose a creature. You have to make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you take 3d10 bludgeoning, and you're pushed 20 feet and knocked prone. On a successful save, you take half as much, and you don't get pushed or knocked prone.
All right, so that's a 16.
Okay, yeah, you saved it.
Does that beat it?
Yeah, you saved. But
Okay, cool. So I take half damage of 3d10.
So-
you said?
And then a
So
quarter.
Paelius-
Yeah.
Oh,
So Paelius does like a couple of punches at the air and just like this sort of delayed reaction, sort of boom, as Jimothy kind of freaks out and throws a shield in the way, and just in the nick of time to like kind of get himself like a little bit pushed back like an inch or two in place. Still kind of taking some damage from the force of it, but not the full brunt of it.
so
for him.
I rolled 22 damage. So I guess you take 11, and then
So you
half of
take
that. So
11.
6 damage.
5.
Well, I think we round down for.
Do we round down?
Round down.
Okay,
yeah.
then 5. Yeah.
5. If you look up,
Okay.
Orgoloth somehow has Go Paelius now painted on his chest. It's not messy or anything. Like it just says instead of Go Jimothy, it says Go Paelius.
All right, well then.
Just with no expression on his face, just completely dead face about it.
Oh no,
Just,
he's still just like yeah, woo!
Okay. So yeah, I believe it's Jimothy's
All
turn.
right,
then?
Yeah.
well then I'm going to use Guiding Bolt.
Okay, so he just kind of tosses the flail down really quick and just like throws 2 fingers forward.
Yes, essentially.
Okay.
Shoo! Oh, it's a ranged attack roll.
Well, he's 10 feet away right now, so.
Yeah, I know. So just make a ranged spell attack. So I nat 20.
Oh, so you crit. Remember, so the way it works is it's 1 full die of damage plus whatever you roll.
Okay. Well,
So-
I roll. Wait, hang on. So I get to roll 4d6. That crit only adds 1 full.
No, it would be the 4d6, and then you would. Wait, you can't. Oh no, it's a magic spell. I'm sorry. It's magic. You can't crit magic.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna say,
So I'm
I'm
sorry.
dead if that's the case. Like,
Yeah, no, that would be
that's,
insane. Yeah, you can't crit magic.
Okay.
So yeah, just roll.
16 damage.
so 8 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So then 8 damage right in the boom.
Okay. As like a huge bolt of energy just kind of smacks you in the same spot where he hit you earlier with the thunder wave.
Yeah.
Orgoloth's chest
And-
now says Slug Knight, call me.
And Slug Knight like literally looks over and just takes a step to the left away.
Also, my next attack on him has advantage.
Okay.
So
Paelius, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Paelius is not looking so hot here, but never give up. So I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna hit him with my staff again.
Okay, so just like
So
winds up and strikes with the staff.
yeah, 19.
Ooh, that hits.
Okay. And catches Jimothy off guard as it cracks him over the ear. Roll for damage.
Oh boy, full damage, 11.
So 11 after the half?
No, 11 before
No,
the
or
half,
before
so
we-
5.
Okay, so 5 damage.
Yeah.
5 damage. All right, and I'm gonna use my Wrath of the Storm. So you have to make a Dexterity saving throw.
11 plus 3, 14.
14. Okay, yeah, that
14.
beats it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you take half of 2d8, or I guess a quarter of 2d8. 7. So 1.
So as the blow strikes Jimothy over there, he kind of throws out a palm and taps Paelius on the chest and just like administers a small burst of electricity.
Cool. So, and then I'm gonna punch him because I'm just going in on this.
Okay, going on it.
Ooh, nat
attack.
1.
Okay, so you apparently because of the shock that went to your chest, you go to swing and you actually fall prone.
Oh, good.
Oh man, does that mean I get double advantage now?
No, that's not how that works.
Oh, damn.
You do have advantage though.
So my turn now?
Jimothy, you're gonna need to use your movement to pick up your flail.
Yep, and then I'm gonna just smack at him.
Okay. Roll for smack.
All right, that'll be 17.
That gets through.
All right. Man, I haven't hit anything with my flail ever.
I think since he's prone, you can actually hit his head now instead of his junk.
That's true.
No, I just hit him in the back.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't need that spine anyway.
Max damage, so that's 12, so 6 damage.
I'm
Yeah.
unconscious.
Oh wait, no, it's 5 damage. Sorry.
Oh, I'm not unconscious.
Oh my god. so he smacks you and like all your like vision's going a little blurry, but you're still in the fight. Paelius, what are you doing?
Man, I mean, no matter what happens here, unless I get
You're
something.
gonna have to use your movement to get up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm standing next to him. You know what?
He's out of Wrath of the Storms, so.
Oh, that's true. He is. Okay, I'm gonna get up and smack him with my staff again. I'm just gonna keep hitting him.
Just like, ooh. So in a belligerently drunken state of sorts, this is punch drunk. Paelius gets up and is like, I'm gonna kick your ass, kid, and just like smacks you over the head with the staff. Roll for smack with staff.
Yeah, I rolled a 15 plus 5, so 20.
Ouch. Yeah, that goes
Okay,
through.
so you strike him so you go through his long, tall haircut, his green
Straight
hedge
down
of a
the
haircut,
center.
and you meet the once unknown head, the top of his scalp of Jimothy, and kind of give his noggin a rattling. Roll for damage, buddy.
6, 9, so 4 after the half.
Jimothy, how you looking?
I have 6.
Okay, I'm gonna punch you now.
Okay. Roll for punch.
17. So no.
Nope. Is that it for you?
Yeah, that's all I got.
I think you got a key, right?
Yeah,
So-
I'm at a key.
Jimothy, it's your turn.
I could be a dick about this, but at
Yeah.
the same time,
There's ways you could immediately win.
Jimothy's not fond of losing, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna use Thunderwave.
Yeah, he immediately wins with that.
And I don't think that there is any way that you can survive a Thunderwave right
If
now.
you do one, if you somehow get a 2 or a 1, and he makes it, the save, or you only do 1, and after the half, you will do no damage.
Well, no, I roll 2d8 for Thunderwave. So the minimum damage I
Right.
can do is 2.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then
Yeah,
if
you
you
can still
have
do
to
it.
Oh, but I
twice,
have to make
'cause
the
it's
save.
Oh, yeah, you're
If
right.
he makes the
Yeah,
save,
that's what I'm saying.
half
There are
to twice.
there are scenarios where
Alright.
he's technically could survive this, and that would be fucking
Alright,
amazing.
alright.
But I doubt it's
I'm gonna
happening.
roll my save. Oh god.
It's a Constitution save, remember?
Right.
Oh, no, it's a Constitution save.
It better be a Constitution save because I took a lot of damage last time.
Yeah, I think it's because it's sound. It's like sound and concussive force.
Yeah.
So I rolled 16. Is that?
Oh, that does beat it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's
for damage.
it's so. Fun fact about when I can roll thunder or lightning damage. I can use my. Oh well, I got a 8.
Okay.
So-
Well, I'm dead. Oh, well, I'm unconscious.
Okay. So you shock him unconscious, just like as Paelius falls to his knees. And then Slug Knight looks over at Orgoloth and says, "Get in there, it's your turn now."
Oh no, I want to fight you.
Are we gonna do anything about
Nope,
me?
you're getting in there, you have to fight Jimothy.
I want to fight Jimothy. All right.
All right,
Yep,
I'll
fight him now.
I'll cast.
Oh, is it his turn now?
Nope.
Hang on, wait. I'm just gonna walk over to Paelius and use spare the dying on him, so he's like.
He's not dying. He's fine.
not-
He at 1 health, and that thing. Spare the dying it stabilizes you to 1 health.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a cantrip that allows me to just like instantly stabilize somebody.
Like a good sportsmanship kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Paelius can get up and kind of walk off, but yeah, not giving you a break. The Slug Knight orders Orgoloth to get in there and fight you.
Jimothy's a little. He's not looking hot, like too hot right now.
All right, little man, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. All right.
The Iron Sun Legion will not give you a chance to rest.
Ah, they're right.
Do I get another initiative?
No, you keep the same one. Orgoloth, roll for initiative.
Well, I only got a 6, so I think he got higher than that.
Yeah, he did.
There's no way. Yeah, you rolled lower than that. So Jimothy goes first.
All right, guiding bolt.
All right, let's do it.
16.
Does not make it.
Dang.
Okay, Orgoloth, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm
You know what they say? Fuck.
Well, I'm just gonna run over and I'm gonna attack and goading strike. So.
What does Goading Strike do again?
In
Just
this
really quick?
in this case, it's just gonna be for extra damage.
Okay. Roll for X damage.
Well, I
Roll
should
for
roll the
attack.
hit first. Yeah.
Yeah.
16 plus 4.
Oh, yep.
So 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
20 to hit, and then I'm gonna do I think 2d6 plus 2 for the initial, and then 1d8 for the goading.
Okay, just tell me what you get all together, and then we'll half it.
And that's 14 before being halved.
Okay, so you, okay, so the way it goes is that Jimothy, 2 fingers, giant bolt, whizzes past your head. You come in, and with a rising sort of uppercut, you smack him across the face with your wooden greatsword, and you knock Jimothy unconscious.
Is it like a golf swing? Like he flies across a...
But Jimothy goes flying into a wall.
Cool.
So, just boom.
Now that it's over, that feels a bit...
Oh, also, I'd like to say that like the guiding bolt that I missed just kind of like planted itself like right next to the Slug Knight in the wall.
Slug Knight looks back at it, and then looks at you guys, and you can hear metallic clapping coming from their hands. As they say, good, 5-minute rest, then you're going again.
Okay.
For the next month, this is your new reality. You fight against both the Slug Knight and Peric, and over the course of the month, you actually get to know Davos a little bit better, who sadly is not a fighter as far as you know.
He's a drinker!
But you do run into a familiar face. Typhus, the druid, wanders into town one day, maybe 2 weeks after you start your training. And while he's not known for his fighting prowess, he is interested in lending a hand however best he can. So he joins you in your quest to challenge these mercenaries. It has now been 1 month. You have all gained a level, so you're all level 4 now. And it's the day of, and you walk towards the plain of Tarask. Pale orange dirt and rocks show no signs of life, and nothing save for some of life's more durable creatures think to call this miserable place a home. Upon your arrival, you notice the cold, soot and ash-filled fire pit, along with some rocks around it meant for sitting, and a horse-drawn wagon a bit out of the way. Standing in the wasteland, a large figure is holding a 2-handed great axe, staring at you. As a lankier humanoid slithers to his feet and draws a curved blade, seemingly eager for the fated battle. The last person, the third, sits there quietly and chews on what appears to be jerky, not so much brooding as lost in thought. He turns to look at your group, behind large brunette hair, without giving much of a reaction before getting up. Hello there. My name is Ivan. Welcome to your grave.